Alright, I'm going to take this off just because it's so cumbersome. We are doing the final flip through on my Paris Daydreams with Kurtie and me. This is the little notebook that I got at, where did I get this? I think the dollar store. And they're putting on a new roof next door. So if you hear pounding, it's not me. Anyhow, this is adorable. It's the same on the front and the back, but adorable. So I photocopied it and put it on here, and I put this book on. It's just a hardcover book. It's not perfect by any means, but it is a lot more stable, and I'm okay with it being bulging out the front and everything else. So here we go. Hopefully I'm sort of in frame. This is a junk journal, and we had prompts, and I'll show you the prompts, but I just added stickers at the end, or sometimes in the middle. I don't do my cover, and this started out sort of like a traveler's notebook, but it really ended up as something else. But even my traveler's notebooks, I don't do the cover until the end, because it has to talk to me the whole way through the journey. So we went on our flight. We met up in New York. This is called Paris Daydreams, and it was a daydream. It's not real. And this is just a place that we both love, and neither one of us had the time, the money, the headspace, or anything else to be able to do this trip in real life. So we're doing it osmosisly, by osmosis, daydreaming. So we went first class. I had my Louis Vuitton luggage, and we met in JFK because she's coming from one hemisphere, I'm coming from another. And I always make a calendar of a trip and kind of just keep me on track. So I put our our prompts on this calendar and decorated it just a little bit. Here are the prompts. And all the way through, I stuck to this. I do go in order, which I know causes a lot of this, but that's okay. I talked about friendship and a little bit about here we are, the girls, on our journey. The box brought us together, the internet, the art and kindness, and the same love for wander and wonder kept us friends. So, Eiffel Tower, I made a pocket and put a bunch of journal cards and used up a lot of paper and stickers and postcards that Kurtie had given me from her recent trip in real life to Paris. And magazines, collaged, macaroons, talked about our love for macaroons. This is a magazine image that had to go in here. This was architecture. I love the different styles of the French architecture. Their wrought iron gates and their carvings and this beautiful little flower boxes and the color of the limestone everywhere. I just love it. And this was the Paris Opera. One night we went to see Pavarotti and Andrea Bocelli, like one does. This is the real home of Phantom of the Opera. So, of course, we went there. Then we went into one of the Shakespeare bookstores and talking about all that. We found an old book that had some writing from another century from somebody. This man, Pierre, our bookseller, he was lovely. He had a red beret, matching neck scarf. We spent hours in this bookstore, and he loved hearing about us journaling and everything. He was lovely. That's from Flo magazine or Daphne's Diary. I think that's Flo. Just picked up stuff from everywhere. I love maps, so maps have to go everywhere I go. This was about the different neighborhoods, and I particularly talked about the Latin Quarter here, just because that's where I really have been in real life. Oh, and then we talked about the Louvre, journal cards, postcards, different, just journaling, Salvador Dali, Van Gogh, the, how does this one open? Oh, I tricked myself. The architecture watercolor, stickers, pear tea stickers, pictures, postcards, anything I could get in there. I practiced painting. Not the greatest, but that's okay. More from Kurti in a postcard. Used books, stamps that came from museum shops all over the world in real life. Something that I had left from a Paris trip once before. The Metro Pass. I don't even know if they still use that. Paris to English dictionary. Pockets. Talked about, this is still about the Louvre and museums. This was coming undone. Oh, I painted my own Picasso here, and then I shrank it on the photocopier. This was from pictures. This is from Asheville. Dale Chihuly has a, I don't know if it's still there, installment at the Biltmore. So that just was in my junk journal that I was going to use, and I kept that because he's an artist too. Matisse, Marc Chagall, that's Matisse too. Just different arts. This is La Sainte-Chapelle and the beautiful church. I made a little tiny whatever that I put some goodies in and sewed it up. And the windows I made for journal cards and postcards from other trips that I've taken. I don't think any of those are from Kurti this time. From used books, I use images. Here was another thing we found in in our cafe in the Momar district. An old photocopy from Francois, our waiter in this restaurant. He found a book one time and told us about this lovely letter, and he made us photocopy it. It was from a friend to Theo, Van Gogh's brother. That's imaginary. All of these letters were imaginary. Anyhow, more about Vincent van Gogh. This was a card I've had for 100 years. I just found it and stuck it in here. The Seine River. More stuff in here. Pictures. Oh. About the locks. And how we hid a lock in a macaroon shop as a joke. Hopefully nobody's choked on it. The different people. I love people watching in foreign cities. And all the different people we've ran across. People in models. People in cafe windows. I called it Meeting the Locals. Another postcard from Kurti. This was the Arc de Triomphe. And all that we did with that. Continued. More about the Louvre. These are from used books that I had about the Louvre. Magazine images, washi tape, Post-its. Notre Dame, another postcard from Kurti. Stickers. This is, still needs to go in here. This is tissue paper from a gift shop in California where my sister lives, where I grew up. And I found it as I was collecting stuff for this journal, and I used that. More about Notre Dame. The Metro. These still need to go down. Another museum piece. This was journaling by fives on a day where I needed to do something, but I didn't have time because of sick parents. So I just did journaling by fives and added it in here. And included it as art. And then, let's see. Oh, this was Momar, where I tripped over an artist's, I got a scratch, paint palette, and I spilled green paint. And then Kurti, what was it? We made up a story about the green paint and the yellow or gold. And mine, a fortune teller told us we were going to see green. We thought we were going to find some more money so we could stay longer. And it turned out to be the green paint that we spilled and then the yellow. It was just fun. The Basilica, Sacred Heart, we did that. And how beautiful that is. This is from Kurti, this postcard. And then we stayed there that afternoon and did drawings. urban sketching and ate cheese and bread. And then we talked about gargoyles and the Palace de la Concorde and all the stuff that has happened there. I made some stuff on a tag that I had just gotten, some outfit. I don't know what it was. Oh no, I got a new winter coat. And now my daffodils are blooming. And I'm in shorts. This was the, oh dear, how do you say this again? Tuileries Gardens. And I pulled this off the back of this envelope. But these are stickers that Kurtie has given me over the years. And I included those there. I was supposed to do something here this day, but my brain could only handle making a photocopy from a book and adding stickers to it and map sections. So that's what I did. This is more about our friendship and our hotel. We stayed at the Ritz, of course, and our view and our room and friendship. And then yesterday I did the last page, which was shopping, and did some crazy stuff with images from magazines and a fake, well, this is a real receipt, but I added zeros to everything. A girl with all this stuff on her head. And that's the end. And I cannibalized this book to be a cover. And I love this. So all I'm doing right now is putting a rubber band around it to keep it kind of together. There are a couple little things that I need to go back and work on that I've added since the beginning. But Paris Daydreams. I could really go to Paris right now. So, I still don't know if I'm going to Missouri for a quilt retreat in March, the beginning of March, because of my mom and dad's health. It is day by day. I don't know what I'm going to journal next. I'm still working on my Hobonichi and loving that every day. And just the love that all of that brings and flipping through it and the colors. And yes, I kind of put everything but the kitchen sink in here. But that's the way I like it. I'm kind of a huge fan of Amy Tangerine, and hers is a little bit more artistically done, but it works for me. Sometimes I talk about my new tripod. Sometimes I talk about hearts when my dad was in AFib. Sometimes I talk about beavers that live in our cove. It's just, it is what it is. The moon. Politics, because I don't talk about politics. My granddaughter's into foxes right now and leaving me these little foxes everywhere. So I made one in here. More beavers. And just, you know, that's what it is. And I thought I might do something with animals. I have to have a reason to do it. Whether it's imaginary or just to keep me on track. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I need to take a couple days break and then work on getting ready for Missouri, because I'll do one on the road because I am driving, but I don't know if I'm going yet, and I may not know until like the last couple days before I have to leave. I'll either leave on March 1st or March 2nd, depending on weather. My goal is to go to Gee's Bend, Alabama for the first night and visit the quilters there, which are totally amazing, and I will explain later if I get to go. And then I will go straight to Missouri, which is outside of Kansas City, and have the retreat, which is 3.5 days, and then drive straight home. Yes, I'll be by myself. Yes, I'm going alone. I went alone last year. I have met friends there at other times. Now, granted, this is the week they're there. And this is the week I've gone before, but I can't go this week because of my mom and dad's health, and that's okay. I am not afraid to go. I think when you go to places like this, if you have a similar hobby and you're meeting for that hobby, you can handle anything for 3 days, even if you don't like those people, but you all can talk about those hobbies. Sewing. I love quilting. So, I don't know what I'm going to do. I might take a couple days break and just play. So, thanks for joining us on our Paris Daydreams, Kurtie and I, and I'll see you in a couple days. How about that? By then, maybe I'll have a game plan. Not guaranteed. I got paint all over me. And bonjour. Au revoir. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.